This is a game called Out There, and it is a mobile game for Android, and it is pretty awesome. It is hard, and it will make you pull your hair out, but it is awesome, and we're gonna play a Promenade right now. We're going to start a new game, and I'll confirm. I should have done start a quick game, that way we skip the cutscenes automatically, but I can always skip them right now. And we shall start. Out there, somewhere in the galaxy, that's where we are. I know how to play, so we shall just go ahead and play. Uh, this game is worth about $6-7 on the App Store. It's on Android. I'm not sure if it's on iOS or anything else. But yes, right away we were chucked into the universe, and we can see we have 90 fuel, 100 oxygen, and our hull is at 100%, I guess. No, this is pretty much the universe. Each one of these stars is like a solar system. That is a star, it's a red dwarf, and this is a supply station, which is always nice to go on orbit. And our interplanetary reactor is already down, so that has to be repaired. It will take up 2 iron. This here is what repairs the hull. Oxygen is what replenishes our oxygen, and hydrogen and helium is what replenishes our fuel. These three icons here take us to the different screens. This one is your inventory and your ship itself. This one is your solar system, and this one is your universe or star jump view. At this point we will go and visit this supply station, see what they have. It was fuel, so we got 100% fuel. We're at 90, but now we're at 100. Our oxygen has gone down by 6, that's not bad. And now we're gonna jump to another planet. It's either yellow dwarf or another yellow dwarf. Let's go to this one. It's day 9. So far everything is fine. Yippee. It's the most exciting yippee ever. So there's a star. Yellow dwarf. We don't have the technology to explore or get anything out of that yet. It is rich in fuel, but it has a very dangerous atmosphere. Not a good idea to go there. We won't get anything out of it right now. There's a rocky planet rich in metallic ore. We will need some ore for repairing our hull so we can land, and then we can drill. I'm gonna drill at 10 depth. That's 10 kilometer, and it will probably destroy my drill. Yes. Ouch, a hard layer of rock broke my drill. Digging this deep can be hazardous. Yep, and my drill needs repairing, but I think it was worth it because we got 16 iron, a bunch of silicon, some, what is this again? Tungsten, some of whatever this is, alphinium. I haven't heard about that one yet. And this one is platinum. Okay, some extra silicon we won't take. We'll repair the drill for just 1 iron. That was worth being broken. And we're done here, so we are gonna leave, take off, and then we shall go to our system and see. This one here now is rich in fuel, but it has a risky orbit. We did get a bunch of iron, so getting some damage in orbit can be repaired for getting some fuel. So we're gonna get into orbit, and the planets that are mostly rich in fuel you can only probe. You can also scan, but we don't have the technology for that yet either. So we're gonna probe this maximum again because we have the resources to repair our probe if it does get damaged. Launch probe. The extreme atmosphere has broken my probe. Drilling this deep can be hazardous. Damn! Yep, saw it coming. So we're gonna repair the hydrogen probe using 2 iron. I'm gonna drop something that I don't feel we will need. It's gonna be this alphinium because well, that's very uncommon. Hmm. I'll get rid of the silicon, although it's a lot. It's pretty common. So we're done here. We can go to the ship view and we can refuel. You do that by dragging some hydrogen to that slot. I'm not gonna fill up my fuel 100% because sometimes you find supply stations and random events that give you fuel. I can also repair the hull, but I'll wait for that to get a bit lower before I repair. And now we can jump to a different star. There's a supernova, and here's a blue giant. I'm going to the blue giant. So the goal of this game, I believe it has multiple endings. I reached one ending once. I'm not sure if it's the same for every time, but you just continue traveling towards one direction in space until you get whatever you're looking for, whatever that is. Anyhow, it's day 18. I think that if this log survives my adventure, it will set an example to the generations to come. Well, generations to come read this. When people tell you about an easy job, the job is never easy. When they tell you easy money, the money isn't for you. Oh, if you read this, that means that I went through much more than you ever will. Stop whining and get back to work. This game has a sense of humor, doesn't it? Yeah, there's a supply station, so let's see what they have. And it was hull, so that was a good thing I didn't repair the hull. I wish this was fuel though. I do wish this was fuel, but it's not. So that's a nice looking blue giant. That's a nice star. Anyhow, there's nothing else there for us, so we're gonna jump again. There's a little red arrow here that you can see. You wanna go in that direction generally, and we're gonna jump towards this red giant now. Travel. Our fuel is getting low, but we should be good. Day 27. The gravitational waves of the area wrung all my equipment. I fiddled with it and some of it is working again now, but the rest is completely out of order. What a mess. Great. So my space folder and my interplanetary reactor need repairing. Let us repair them. They only take a few iron, so that's good. We need to refuel. We also need to drill for some fuel whenever we can. Like, that's good. We will need some oxygen at some point as well. We will need some fuel and some of this metallic ore, some of that iron. But our hull is at 100%. So I'd say we go to the gas giant, which has risky orbit first, so our hull gets the damage first, then we can use the iron to repair it, and that method kind of saves some space, I guess, in your inventory in case you were running out. The hull didn't take much damage anyhow, but we're gonna probe again 10 kilometers. And oh no, a sudden pressure surge destroyed my probe. I was quite shaken up as well. I have to fix that up. Trying to sleep can be hazardous. Yes, it can. So we can craft another hydrogen probe, and I just thought we could have crafted some cryonics, which we could, but we need the silicon. So next time we get some silicon, we're gonna craft that. We got helium, which is better fuel than hydrogen, but we also got some hydrogen. So we're down there, and we can fill up on our oxygen, but we can wait a bit in case we get some random event that refills it for us. Now we can go to the rocky planet and get some more iron. The hull is doing very well, however. Hmm. fuel is gonna run out as well if we don't get more again after this. And you could probe twice on a planet, but I found that once you go to 10 depths the first time, you really don't need to probe again. It's not worth it most of the time. You don't get enough fuel. There's nothing here, which is a good thing. But of course, as soon as that was a grammatical mistake on the game. But of course, as soon as I have thought that something happened. Some, let's say some crystal thingies grew around the ship. Then I lost consciousness. I remember being asked many things. I know I have something else in my head now. I have to tackle notes. I have to take notes, sorry. Right now, I think it's a new technology. Wow. Learning new technology by some kind of crystal abduction. So we learned shared cryonics. Hmm. Let's see if we can actually craft that. We don't have any space though. Let's use some iron for the hull. We still have 2 extra. Mm, we're gonna have to use some fuel now anyways because our inventory is full. So let's refuel. And then we can dig for some iron. But before that, let's see the shared cryonics. This device upgrades the cryonics module. The alien technology allows to perform cryonics sessions during small amounts of time. It can be used to save a lot of resources, and I will spend less time waiting and doing nothing. Okay, we don't have the raw materials to make that anyways, so let's get drilling. Let's say just drill 7 kilometers because we don't have more space, much more space. We don't wanna, I wanna keep that empty slot just in case we get something else, especially for the crafting, and then we can take off. And we're gonna jump again, this time down here to this blue giant. Travel, and we're there, day 36. Space unfolds before, or rather inside, of a giant structure, like a cupboard made of rocks and ice, a 3D spider web. I was inside it and flying at top speed. I did my best to fly between the giant ropes, next to strange spiders as big as my ship, frozen in space. I got out of it eventually, once again with a dented hull. It could have been worse. The ship has taken damage, 15 damage. There's a rocky planet. That's a gas giant. So let's see our inventory. We need to repair. And this should not use all of that iron. Still left with 8 iron. Oxygen is gonna run low now. That could be a problem. Fuel, we have some amount of fuel here. So the main priority next will be oxygen and then fuel. We will get some fuel in these planets. All I want to wait. We have a lot of iron. We won't go to this planet, just save our fuel and oxygen. We're gonna go to the gas giant and get some gas. Fuel rather. And launch the probe at 10. Get a lot of fuel. Oh no, pressure surge, broken probe. Okay, let's just repair that right away. And this is beautiful. Lot of fuel. And now we need to find oxygen. That's a black hole. Let's go there just to make the transfer. Just to get far more south. Oh, there is a supply station here. Let's see what it has. Hopefully it's fuel. It was oxygen. Okay, I said hopefully it was fuel. Actually meant hopefully it was oxygen because we have a lot of fuel. Yes, so that's great. We have just bought some more time. The problem that could have ended a lot sooner. There's a red dwarf. Let's go there. And day 45. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday, my friend. I give you another day to survive. That's a bit grim. Oh, there is a beacon of an abandoned ship. That is usually the best best step in the game to get a better ship, because this one just kind of sucks. Oh, and I've never seen this before. Let's see, show cargo. That's a lot more cargo space. So we are taking this ship, and the way you do this is you go take over a ship. Are you sure you want to board a new ship? Your current ship and its cargo would stay here. Yes, board, and then we can go to show cargo, and then we can transfer all the cargo. So I'm gonna put all my fuel on the bottom here. The iron goes in the next row. All my technologies. Yeah, just remember you can't actually move the technologies. You're gonna have to dismantle them one by one by one. No, that's not a slot. So dismantle, confirm, dismantle, confirm, dismantle, confirm, again dismantle, confirm, and dismantle, confirm. And got some more resources, just drag them over. And we're gonna have to rebuild all of that, what we don't have. Let's see, we can craft a telescope. A interplanetary reactor we definitely need. That allows us to actually move. We don't really need cryonics right now though, and we don't have the resources for it. But as soon as I get some silicon, I'm gonna get on that and make that. So much better ship, and things are looking up. There are a lot of planets here to explore, and we're gonna do that in part 2. So this is the end of this primitive. Again, this is out there, and it's been played on Android, on a mobile phone, the OnePlus 1 to be exact. Great game, worth every cent. You can pick it up on the App Store. So until then, there's gonna be annotation on the screen, link into part 2. And until then, happy travels.